Okay, everyone. Welcome to the Budget Committee meeting for February 4th, 2015. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Attendance-wise, I was aware that Craig and Mike would not be able to be here this evening. Drew, I thought, was going to, so I'm sure there's something extraordinary there, or he would be here. So I just, at this point, I guess we can excuse we'll consider everything an excused absence. We do have a fairly short agenda this evening. This will be the last meeting of the Budget Committee for this fiscal year. So we will get right to it. It's primarily meeting minutes. First up is the approval of the meeting minutes from January 12th, 2015. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes
To accept?
for
Okay, yep.
January 12th, 2015.
Second.
Thank you, Russ. In discussion, changes, questions? Just wanted to double check my notes. I just had a couple of minor things. One was just a comma, so I'm not even going to mention that. Was very true. All of this was really good. I mean, phenomenal job. There was a lot of material. It was on the very last page, which is my page 11, under next meeting. The committee agreed to hold the last meeting on February 2nd, which was our original date. We did cancel due to snow, at 6:30. And there is Drew. Thank you. It's 6:30, not 6:60.
Boy, if she had put number 6, I would have lose.
Yeah. Do you see that last?
Right above adjournment.
Right above adjournment. Mine says 6:60. So
does
you
mine.
probably already caught it
Oh.
before.
You sent out, this was the first copy, I think you sent out another one that might have had the adjusted. You sent out,
Well, we got one from Kathy, and then we got one from you as well.
oh, you sent the 20th, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, true.
Okay, and that's sometimes what happens if I see it a second, I don't always assume that unless it was noted that this was corrected or something, I can't tell you that I looked at both of them. I was like, nope, already got that. So, okay. That was really all I had. I know there was a lot of material, so thank you.
Wow, you healed fast. Oh, no, you still have it.
No,
Funny.
still winged.
Okay, did anybody have anything else on the 12th? Nothing.
Great job, seriously. This was a lot.
Okay, so, at this point, all in favor of approving the minutes as corrected, discussed? Say aye. Aye. Dale, are you abstaining, or did you? Okay, okay. I mean, again, if you watch the meeting, you can, but, okay. So that, how many are we up to? Two abstentions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I've lost track of how many we had here, so we were at 9. Okay, so that was the first bit, and the next bit is approval of January 20th meeting minutes. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll motion that we approve the minutes of January 20th.
I'll second that motion.
And discussion, corrections, etc.
One suggestion and one correction. The correction is Michael Lang is mentioned as Michael Lang at least twice.
3.
3? Okay.
That's 3 for Mike. Let me know that.
So
Thank
you
you.
just may want to do a spell check on Wang and change him back to Lang. You have him right in the attending, and then, for example, if on Unless there's a corrected copy.
One on page 2 and 2
Page-
on page 3 was what Mike saw.
Yeah.
Listen, if that's the worst of it.
And the only other one is on page 1 where you have pilot in quotes. I was looking at that saying pilot, and then I figured out, I hope, that it's payment in lieu of taxes. It's a
Should it be
an acronym.
capitalized?
Well, either that or put in parentheses after it what it means, because I don't.
didn't know, so I just thought you were doing the pilot.
Yeah. No, it's great that I think you probably should capitalize it, and if you want, put in parentheses, payment in lieu of taxes. Because that was even a stretch for me to beat my head against the wall saying, what the? That's it for me.
Clarity's good.
Okay. Anyone with, this was okay. 702. All right, anybody have anything else? Seeing none, all in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye.
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 I'll say I watched it. I wasn't there, though.
Good. No?
And I'll excuse myself, I didn't get a chance to watch the meeting, so.
Okay, so how many ayes do I have then? 1,
8.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, sorry.
Because Dale.
Dale. Got it.
All right, so again, 7-0 to 2. Okay. One other item that came to my attention about an hour ago, so I apologize, or I would have looped everybody in, but I was glad I caught the email. Apparently, we have, as a budget committee, an opportunity to revote, if we wish, on the kindergarten warrant article that was changed at deliberative session. From what I understand from Steve, this is it's nothing that's required of the budget committee. We have the opportunity to do it if we wish, based on the amendment, whether it's that warrant article or let's say it was anything else. And so I am interested in knowing whether anybody wants to do that, if they were going to, change the vote, or if we let it stand because we did what we needed to do during the season, I guess. Maybe I'm not saying that right, but what are people's thoughts on this? And I apologize because we haven't really had time to think of it. I suppose my initial thought is that we did what we needed to do. When it gets to deliberative session, it is up to the people and the voters, and ultimately the proof in the pudding is going to be the March vote, whether we change our vote, whether we don't, whether we readdress it or not. So I'm not sure that it's something that we have to do or that I'm particularly feel a need for.
You had mentioned that you might want to change your vote, so.
Well,
I don't know.
I did say at the deliberative session that I was now, because they were able to take the modular out and change the dollar value, that I was now in favor of it. I did that at the deliberative session, so it's actually an amended warrant article at that time. The difference is going to be budget committee recommends or not recommends. It's completely up to you guys. I mean, I can change my vote
Well-
if you want me to, but
Well,
it
that's up
doesn't.
to you,
It was
since
done at
you're the
it was done at the deliberative session that I said I was going to back it. So.
And you're there as a vote. I mean,
Yeah.
to some extent, we're all there as voters. It is the voters' meeting, whatever. So I almost think that this is, I suppose I don't care either way. I'm not going
Other
to
than
change
the
my.
fact that it's nice that at least the questions we had and the long explanation that had to be typed up about all that stuff, had them reconsider. So, to honor that, I have no problem in revoting if you want.
We can revote.
If someone wants to make a motion to do so, fine. If we should just leave it.
I'd like to make a motion to do a revote on the amended warrant article for the kindergarten.
I'll second that.
Okay. Any further discussion?
I was at the deliberative session, if I remember correctly, the budget committee voted against kindergarten. Would you remind me what happened?
No, well, they voted 7-4 in favor.
7 in favor.
7-4 in favor.
Right.
So how would that work, though, because there aren't as many, not all people are here, so
Right.
how would that work?
Right.
there's just a new.
Steve, how does that work?
And
New
ultimately,
set of numbers.
Well, I guess I'm just
If
curious.
there's a motion to change the recommendation, you can vote to change the recommendation. I mean, it doesn't sound like you're changing the recommendation.
I guess
We
that's my
recommended
thing.
it.
Right.
The budget committee recommended it. What
You
we
could
all
actually have a
do-
lower number by voting.
Yeah, we might have a lower number.
Right. So if you have no issue with the recommendation standing as is, then don't change the recommendation.
Yeah, I mean, my feeling is that it's kind of moot. We did our job as best we could under the guise of budget.
Mary Jane, you
committee,
okay
and
if I
then,
rescind my recommendation?
I'm okay with that.
The,
Well, no, I mean, we can keep the motion on
there's
the,
no motion yet.
oh, okay.
But the law states that if an article is amended, the budget committee has the right to review their recommendation. That doesn't say to change their vote tally.
Right,
It says to.
Right, and I guess that's what I'm feeling is
So
that-
if you're not change your
Whether we recommend it or not
recommendation,
recommend.
yeah,
it stay, would suggest it would stay as is.
yeah. I mean, I think that would be the final in bid anyway, so.
I think it might be a little different if it was a swing vote and it was all of a sudden recommended or not
5 to
recommended,
6
or
or
vice
6 to
versa,
5
then maybe
or
we should do it.
something like that,
Where
but
it's already
we-
being approved, I have no qualms leaving it.
It's been approved and we're missing 2
Exactly,
members,
it
and
makes-
so,
And, yeah, I actually wish that I knew that rule before because of the transportation article, because we did have somebody come and fill us in on, get a lot more information about
Yeah.
the petition warrant article. But because there was no amendment, even if we had thought to amend it by $1, we could have maybe reconsidered it, but.
And that's actually what I looked up the law for. It does say it has to be amended at deliberative session.
mhm.
It doesn't say you can
So-
change your
So for
recommendation.
future.
Yeah, but again,
Yeah.
the process worked. We
Right.
said we didn't have the information, they scrambled.
The information came out, and now the
came out
voters have a
and
chance
deliberative and more
to
to
do
town
that, right.
council, so
Yeah, I think we did
I
our
think
job.
we did what we had to do.
Mm-hmm,
I agree.
okay, so, Blue, do you want to, oh, sorry, did you have?
No, yeah, finish with that, I think. Go ahead.
I didn't know,
No,
say
no,
what you
no.
wanted to say.
No.
Well, there's no motion, so I have no problem rescinding the,
Yeah. Okay, and I
The
guess
motion,
that's my
which is
question.
fine.
The
That's fine.
procedure is, do you want to,
Yeah, I mean, there was a
Made a-
motion and a
there was a
second.
motion and a
So I think we
second.
did have a motion.
He rescinded his
withdraw it.
motion.
but I'm
and I seconded
I'm
it.
asking if I can rescind my
Do you
motion.
want to withdraw your
Withdraw.
motion?
I'll withdraw my.
Who seconded? Do you withdraw your second?
okay,
Then, yeah, go ahead.
thank you, was that where you were going?
No, I
Oh,
was going to
sorry.
say that I feel like the folks that came out from the Lamprey Healthcare and provided education at the deliberative session did a good job. I would encourage them to continue the education campaign.
Yes.
I'll second that.
That's all.
I think that would be true with any petition warrant article.
Absolutely. It's critical.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
Assuming the next thing is going to be a motion to adjourn.
yes, somebody's
Uh,
going to jump on that
Let me just say,
momentarily.
since you're not running for reelection on the Budget Committee, I would like to personally thank you for your years of service, and thank you for running a good ship during your chairmanship this year.
Thank you very much. It takes a village, as you know. It was my honor and my privilege to do so. I will just say that I would love to have continued here as well. There's a lot of learning and a lot of things that I think helps us all, no matter what we do. And it was my pleasure to do so. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And thank you to everybody. I think we had a great team. Thank you to Dave Fultz for his vice duties, helping the Veep, helping keep things on track. I think that teamwork is very important, whether you have a title or not. From all of us, I think we've had some great discussions and learned a lot about not only the town but each other, and we've had a very good year. So thank you very much. I look forward to it continuing next year. All right.
I'd like to ditto the motion for Mr. Kiefliber as well. That's
And
not,
that's
that's
right.
true.
Drew is not running again.
you.
Thank
My
you. I know
apologies.
you've done this for a number of
A
years.
number of
and-
years.
I feel as though I've served my time.
You mean your sentence is up?
I'm sorry, community. Wrong word.
Because you've done a couple stints of this, so.
I have.
Thank
Yes,
you,
he
sir.
has. No, I
Thank you
remember
very
him here
much.
when we came on.
It's good education.
Yes.
It really is.
And my apologies, I was just thinking that Amy wasn't in, but absolutely, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your retirement.
I will.
Focus on conservation.
I was going to say. Right.
Whatever form, yeah, exactly. All right. And the next,
Motion to adjourn.
there you go.
Second.
Seconded by Mary Jane.
Mary Jane got it first.
All in favor, say aye.
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 That was the shortest meeting I think we've ever had.